Hello there everyone. Summer mode has been activated. It is early June and maybe your summer looks a little bit different than the rest of the school year. Certainly if you are a teacher or a student, that is absolutely the case. Maybe you aren't a teacher or a student, but you have a vacation coming up, so summer looks different for you because of that. Or maybe it's business as usual, or maybe summer mode is activated and that means that it's busier than ever for some reason. Well, whatever the case, whether your summer is busier or slower, whether it's different than usual or more the same like the rest of the year, this is always true for all of us. Summer means longer daylight. The longest day of the year, June 21st, is coming up, and here in Katy, we have about 14 hours of daylight on that particular day. Compare that to the shortest day of the year in December, when we only have about 10 hours of daylight, and it's quite a big difference. The further you get from the equator, if you went north or if you went way south into South America and kept traveling south, that gap between the longest day of the year and the shortest day of the year would be even wider. But have you ever thought about this? When the sun comes up each and every day, who decided that it would do that? Did you make sure that would happen? Did someone you trust make sure that would happen? Not someone on this earth, but God, someone we can always trust, does make sure that happens each and every day. He's the one who commands the sun. He's the one who commands the moon. He's the one who commands the stars. He's the one who keeps our heart beating every minute of every day. He's the one who does so many things for us that we would call mundane or routine and maybe not even think about or give him credit for. Psalm 104 is a psalm in the Bible that explores the creativity and the marvelous beauty and orderly fashion in which God has created everything. And it applies to so many details that we might not even notice unless we slowed down and took the time to do that. So let's do that now. I'd like to read you a few verses from Psalm 104, and I hope that you think about them and use them to thank God today for what he does for you. He made the moon to mark the seasons, and the sun knows when to go down. You bring darkness, it becomes night. All the beasts of the forest prowl. The lions roar for their prey and seek their food from God. The sun rises and they steal away. They return and lie down in their dens. Then people go out to their work, to their labor, until evening. How many are your works, Lord? In wisdom you made them all. The earth is full of your creatures. So we say it all the time. God is in control. We say it all the time. God made everything, including me. And yet, if we aren't paying close attention to his creation, we might miss how delightful, how orderly, how awesome God is that he sets up things like sun and moon, day and night, gravity, and other forces that keep life going that in a way that we're very used to. If we aren't paying attention, we will not credit God for these things. But look how wise our God is, that he gives us daylight in which to work, and he gives us night in which to rest. Unless you are someone who works at night to make the days more pleasant for others, then the opposite is true. You have the night to work and the day to rest. He commands the sun to come up, and it does, because God's in control. He commands the moon to come out at night, and it does, because God is in control. The time varies each and every day as daylight grows and then shrinks according to the seasons of the year. What an incredible God we have, who thought about all of this and who makes it happen each and every day, whether we realize it or not. I challenge you today to thank God for something you maybe have never thought of thanking him for before. It could be something in his creation. It could be something with your body. It could be something in your life. It could be something very mundane and routine that happens each and every day for the most part, and you've never stopped to say, thank you, God, for this gift. I realize that it wouldn't happen if you hadn't allowed it and given it. That will help us to spend our waking hours, whether they are in the day or the night, with our eyes fixed in one place, on Jesus. And when our eyes are fixed on Jesus, that certainly is going to be a great day indeed.